Sorry, Brent. Good afternoon and welcome to the August 18th, 2025 meeting of the Gaston County Board of Education, and welcome back to our students and staff for our new school year. I'm Josh Crisp, and I represent the Dallas Township, and I'm happy to be the board chair this year. We'd like to welcome everyone to our meeting, and at this time I'd like to ask our other board members to introduce themselves, and we'll start with Ms. Lovelace.
Todd Kinlaw, South Point Township.
Dot Cherry, at-large member.
A.M. Stevens, Riverbend Township.
Brent Moore, Crowders Mountain Township.
And tonight we are missing Mr. Lee Dedman of Gaston Township and Mr. Jeff Ramsey, a member at large, and they were both excused for personal issues.
So before we have our invocation, we would like to take a moment to honor and remember Mrs. Kay Hovis Gribble, who served on the Board of Education from 2010 until 2014 as the Dallas Township representation. Mrs. Gribble passed away on July 28th, and tonight we would like to observe a moment of silence as we reflect on the life, legacy, and leadership of Kay Gribble. Let us take a moment, please. Thank you. Everyone in Gaston County Schools extends their heartfelt sympathy, condolences to the family and friends of Mrs. Gribble during this difficult time of loss and sorrow. This time, we'd like to call and thank Pastor Brad Simpson from First Presbyterian Church come up to say our invocation.
This one or this one? Okay, this one, okay. All right, what'd you say? The green is on, is that one? Okay. I want to thank first the board and staff who invited me to do the invocation, and if I may take one moment of personal privilege to recognize someone who was very helpful to me as the year began. Dr. Powers, I think you're back. Raise your hand. Are you? Okay, hi, how are you doing? She helped me tremendously with my 14-year-old foster son who is a student at Ashbrook High School. And so thank you to her and everyone who helps all of our young folks to go where they go for school.
Sir, I just want to say thank you for fostering. Appreciate you.
Well, thank you for taking care of all the foster children and to all the teachers who do. Let us pray. Almighty God, we do thank you for this evening. We thank you for the beginning of this school year, and I pray a prayer of blessing upon all of our educators. I pray a prayer of thanksgiving for our teachers who work tirelessly and diligently and with love and compassion, patience and kindness to teach our young people how to think, how to reason, how to use the minds which you have given them. We thank you for the blessing of their intelligence, for the blessing of those who are interested in the arts and in music, for those who are interested in sports, for students who excel in all subjects and who come to school ready to learn. I pray a prayer of thanksgiving for the board this evening and pray that as they make decisions that so much impact our educational system, that you would lead and guide them with your wisdom. I also add a prayer of blessing upon Ms. Gribble's family and remember all of our educators who have come before to establish the wonderful system of education that is happening here in Gaston County. Bless us this evening and hear this and all of our prayers that we pray in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Simpson. This time, I'd like to call forward Mason Powers. Mason is a 10th grader at Cherryville High School, and he will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Can you stand? Salute and pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mason.
Thank you, Dr. Huchard. Next item on our agenda is to adopt the agenda. Do I hear a motion to adopt the agenda?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion.
Y'all caught me off guard. I was looking that way. You got me that. Mr. Moore on the motion, Ms. Cherry on the second. Any discussion on the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you. Next up, we have our good news. Mr. Higgins, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Chairman Chris, Vice Chairman Cherry, members of the board, and Superintendent Huchard, it is a pleasure to present to the Board of Education, our good news for the month of August. First, we are focusing well-deserved attention on the students, staff, administration at Carr Elementary School in Dallas. Joining us this evening, we have the new principal and assistant principal, Lauren Stefaniak and Gina Hill, staff members Harmony Tomlin, Jenny Smith, Casey Ramsey, Kayla Elliott, and Heather Wiggins. And we also have a group of students with us, Palmer Smith, Noah Ramsey, Kylie Wiggins, Presley Wiggins, Reagan Elliott, and Olivia Perez. We would like for them to come forward at this time. In June, Carr Elementary School successfully recertified as a Leader in Me Lighthouse School. The recertification is valid for 2 years. After the review, the Lighthouse School review team commended the school for the following elements. The school's physical environment reflects the 7 leadership habits and core paradigm, with visuals and spaces that inspire leadership and learning. Their commitment to the Leader in Me program is shown through consistent effort, strong engagement, and positive collaboration. They follow the 4 disciplines of execution by posting public goals, tracking lead measures, keeping a scoreboard, and celebrating progress. Trust is clear in the way people interact and in the school's culture where everyone is welcome, valued, cared for, and supported. Carr Elementary was designated as a Leader in Me school during the 2019-2020 school year. The 4 schools in the Dallas area, Carr, Costner, W.C. Friday, and North Gaston, focus on leadership, and as Leader in Me schools, there is a pathway for leadership education from kindergarten through high school. 2 years ago, under the leadership of recently retired principal Dr. Rebecca Duncan, Carr earned the Lighthouse School distinction, and now the school has earned it a second time. The Leader in Me program teaches students the skills they need to do well in our competitive society. All students at Carr learn about Stephen Covey's 7 important leadership habits. Since adopting the Leader in Me curriculum at Carr, the school displays quotes and statements about leaderships around the school. Instead of a traditional awards day, Carr Elementary has student recognition days where students lead the program and are honored for their accomplishments. Additionally, students take on leadership roles during events such as open house and special programs by greeting families, manning the sign-in welcome table, and handling other duties. Further, the older students can choose to join new clubs. Students use special notebooks to learn about leadership, and they also set goals and lead their own conferences on Parent Conference Day. With Leader in Me, both students and staff get opportunities to take on leadership role in the school year. Being a Lighthouse School means Carr Elementary excels in teaching student leadership qualities that complement their required schoolwork. The students learn how to be responsible, work well with others, solve problems, and make good choices. These are skills that will help them in school and as they get older. We would like to thank the representatives of Carr Elementary School who are with us this evening, as well as everyone associated with the school for contributing to the school's success as a Leader in Me Lighthouse School. And Ms. Cherry, I know that was a mouthful.
It
but
was,
I thought it all needed to be said.
It
So
was.
I will let you make the presentation and congratulate Carr Elementary School.
Well, I think the adults in the room and watching on TV, we all know who Stephen Covey is and what he did, but to see it at this level is an amazing and interesting situation, and we're thrilled that Leader in Me and the Lighthouse program has been so successful successful in the Dallas Fever, but especially at Carr, because everybody has embraced it, but Carr has truly embraced the concept and has thrived from them embracing it. And I went back to the back, I have to tell you, I gave them some candy, but I wanted to know what their favorite habits were. But I said traits, so I was mistaken. So tell everybody what one of your favorite habits are.
Synergize.
Synergy. I didn't know what synergy was when I was in the 4th grade. Right? You're in 4th grade this year. What's one of your favorite habits?
Be proactive.
Being proactive. So it's just amazing how this program has been so successful at this level and then on to middle school and then high school. So we are really creating leaders, and we're so proud of y'all and can't wait to see what our newest leader is going to do with the program this year. So thank y'all for being here and keep up the good work. So you want to hold the flag? Okay.
Scoot this girl out here just a little bit. There you go. All right.
I know you can see.
One more. All right.
It's nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Mr. Chairman, next on our agenda, we have two of our outstanding football players to recognize, but one of them has not gotten here yet, so we'll just move on and come back to that if that's okay with you. So now we would like to recognize Cherryville High School art teacher Lacey Dellinger for earning national attention for her artwork and creativity. We would like for Ms. Dellinger to come forward at this time. As I said, Ms. Dellinger is the art teacher at Cherryville High School. She painted a piece titled, "What a Crock," and it was chosen for the Cape Fear Studios' 14th annual 2D National Art Competition. This event showcases outstanding works from artists across the country, highlighting two-dimensional art in a variety of mediums. Being selected for this competition is a significant honor. Her painting was one of only 36 works chosen for the competition, and we are very proud of her for representing Cherryville High School and Gaston County Schools with such talent and dedication. Her work, along with other selected pieces, has been on display throughout the summer in the Cape Fear Studios main gallery in Fayetteville. The crocodile painting is a part of a larger series by Ms. Dellinger that examines animal identity through a human perspective. Ms. Dellinger's work blends scientific research with myths, fables, and popular media to show the diverse and sometimes conflicting identities we as people assign to animals. Through layers of collage, paint, and drawing, she captures the complexity complexity of our connection to the animal world. In September, Ms. Dellinger will present the entire series in a show at Gaston College in the Beam Gallery. It goes without saying that the students at Cherville High School are very fortunate to learn from such a gifted and passionate educator as Lacey Dellinger, and we thank her for her outstanding work and commitment to fine arts education.
Lacey, on behalf of myself and the Board of Education, we want to say thank you for sharing your talents with our kids. I'm a father of a very artistic boy, and it's folks like you that help foster his the creativity and his outlets. So thank you very much for what you do. Again, congratulations. Let's give her another clap.
And I believe we have her principal here, Mitch Allen from Cherville High School, if you'd like to come forward to be a part of this picture. Board members, each year, Contegra Health brings smiles to our students, both figuratively and literally, through its mobile dental health program. And with us this evening from Contegra Health, we have Melissa Bowman, Dr. Tamiko Sowell. We also have Angela Willett, Savannah Alley, and Hamina Beline Carlos. And we would love for them to come forward at this time to be recognized. For the 2024-2025 school year, Contegra's dental health program served 1,817 students in Gaston County schools, which is up from about 1,600 students the previous year. The students received dental evaluations, x-rays when needed, cleanings, and fluoride treatments, all free of charge. Along the way, the dental team discovered more than 5,700 cavities, applied nearly 1,800 sealants to help prevent future problems, and referred 50 students with serious dental concerns to a Contegra family dentist for follow-up care. The total value of care provided was more than $202,000, which is a tremendous investment in our students' health and well-being. The dental health program has been offered in Gaston County schools for some time now, and we are extremely grateful for the dental care professionals who make it happen year after year. Thanks to Contegra Health, thousands of smiles across Gaston County are healthier, brighter, and ready for success. And the people in front of us, perhaps they are smiling the brightest because they know that their work, knowledge, and skill is going to help children in need. Good dental care is essential to students' overall good health, and we appreciate so much what you do for Gaston County schools. And board members, the bus, they were out doing what they do so well that they made it here in time. The bus is out in the parking lot, and I think that anybody wants a screening, we can just go right out there and make that happen. And Ms. Smith has the presentation for us.
Well, first off, I wanted to say thank you so much because smiles are the first part of confidence, in my opinion. I remember being so little and having, this is before the wrapper was cool, They called me 50 Cent because I had a gap. One kid did that, right? But it impacted me my whole life. If I was confident, I was smiling. If I was confident and have a good smile, I would have my smile, right? So you are the one that instills that first vote of confidence to our children so they can face their day. And accessibility. That is something that is not easy for a lot of our families in Gaston County, and the fact that you are there willing to help them and close that gap between accessibility and a need, we just thank you so much. Keep on making smiles bright, making my heart smile, and thank you so much for everything that you all do.
Well, thank you for that.
Nobody's allowed to call me 50 Cent ever.
One step this way to the right, there we go. All right. Show me those smiles. And one more. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Higgins, if you need a minute, we can do public expression. We only have one signed up, or if your folks are here, we can, it's up to you. Do we
We
need
have
a
not.
minute?
Did we get I don't know. I think we texted the school, but we haven't gotten a response. We may just go ahead and,
That's
I'll
perfect.
still talk about him.
That's perfectly fine,
All
thank you.
right, okay. So, as you know, it is the first week of high school football in Gaston County Schools, with our junior varsity games beginning on Thursday, and then the varsity teams taking the field Friday night. So tonight, we are proud to recognize two of our outstanding players, Caleb Gordon of Ashbrook High School and Patrick Blee of South Point High School. And Patrick is with us this evening, and we'd like for him to come forward at this time. Patrick plays quarterback for South Point, and Caleb is a linebacker on the defensive side for Ashbrook. Both have been named to WSOC TV's Big 22 Players to Watch. This recognition program highlights the top high school football players in the Charlotte area from both North and South Carolina. Players are selected for this prestigious honor based on performance, leadership, and impact on their teams. They are featured on the TV station's broadcast, websites, and social media, giving local athletes additional recognition for their achievements during the season. This is Patrick's fourth season as the starting quarterback for South Point High School. In 3 seasons, Patrick has rushed for more than 3,600 yards, passed for more than 1,500 yards, and has 48 rushing touchdowns and 24 passing touchdowns. In addition to football, Patrick plays basketball and baseball for South Point. In pursuit of a football career, he decided not to play baseball at Wake Forest after committing to football earlier in his high school career. He has also received offers to play football at West Point and the Naval Academy, and he continues to talk to college football coaches before making his final decision. What is even more impressive is that Patrick has an outstanding grade point average and has twice been named an academic All-American. And I will go ahead and talk a little bit about Caleb, too. Caleb Gordon from Ashbrook High School, he is already committed to playing for the University of Arkansas Razorbacks. Caleb leads the Green Wave defense and over 3 years has recorded more than 100 solo tackles and more than 300 total tackles. He also has 7 sacks, 18 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, and 3 fumble recoveries. His defensive performance last year helped Ashbrook achieve its best season in 20 years, reaching the 3rd round of the 3A state playoffs. And we all know, if we follow football, Ashbrook and South Point really gave us a lot of things to cheer about last football season, and we're looking forward to it again this year. Patrick's video profile is now airing as part of a series that runs in alphabetical order, and we understand that Caleb's video profile is scheduled to air tomorrow. The profiles will continue until voting for the 5 finalists begins on September the 5th, with the winner earning $10,000 for his school. So we want everyone in Gaston County to be sure to go and vote for Caleb and Patrick when the voting opens on September 5th. In that contest, and do that, vote for them, because it will be a way of us showing just how very proud we are of them. And Mr. Kinlaw, you have this presentation for us. We've got certificates here.
So much. Patrick, what a pleasure it is to say I've known you since you was a little kid, seeing you run around there in Belmont. But on behalf of the Gaston County School Board, we're proud of you. We're also proud of Mr. Gordon. I wish he was here. I got a question, and I was just thinking about this one. Can you vote for both of you guys at the same? Can I go in and vote for you and him, or do I only have to cast my vote for one?
Mom says yes. Mom says you can do both.
No, oh, okay, so you can vote for both of them. Well, that's,
Her IP address.
well, that's great, because we want Gaston County to make sure these boys are well represented. So, you know, I know we're on TV. I encourage, I challenge Gaston County to help these young men out. Not only for that recognition, but also the $10,000 prize that goes to the school where they attend. But we're proud of you. We're thankful to you. The biggest thing is academic All-American. Man, that is awesome. Congratulations. Keep up the good work, and hopefully we'll get to read about you and Mr. Gordon meeting up. You're on the same conference? Yes, sir. So you get to play against each other. So that's going to be fun to watch for Gaston County. We're proud of you. We're proud of Mr. Gordon, and we wish you all the best this year, and good luck on that presentation for the Big 22. We hope you're a winner for Gaston County and Mr. Gordon. Hopefully it's a tie, so we can have 2 winners.
And we'll get his parents and the principal.
Mr. Allen?
Yeah, we will promote the voting. And Patrick, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that Ashbrook-South Point matchup is September 19th. I think that's the night of that big game.
Mom, we'll put you to this side and Dad on there. There you go.
What about letting Dad? Oh, okay. I get what you're going. I was for that. Even though I know.
One more. And you can tell Patrick just came from football practice.
Okay, from practice.
You want a minute? Congratulations, Mom, Dad, Mr. Allen.
Glad to see the crops are still outside. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations on taking them all the practices, all experiences, and not start this year. Nice to see you again. Oh my gosh, I hope it's quite miles. Cash back or something.
And Mr. Chairman, I'll say it again, voting for the WSOC TV Big 22 Players to Watch that begins on September the 5th, and we want everybody in Gaston County to go and vote for our athletes from Ashbrook High School and South Point High School, and the winning player, that player's school gets $10,000, and we could bring that money to Gaston County. And with that, Mr. Chairman, that completes our good news for this
Thank you, Mr.
evening.
Higgins. We always appreciate hearing what's good in our system. So next item on our agenda is public expression, and as we're getting that set up, I'll read some of the rules for that. Citizens wishing to make comment who have completed a request to speak form prior to the beginning of the meeting will be recognized by the chair and then recognized to step to the microphone to make their comments. Citizens will state their name and address for the record. Comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Members of the board do not respond to public expression during the public comment period. Public expression does not allow for comments on confidential or personnel matters. Speakers who wish to give material to the board will hand them to the clerk, and that has already been done for our speaker tonight. The chair will rule on all points of order of public expression, and the board does set aside 30 minutes in total for that. The speaker we have tonight is Ms. Suzanne McPherson. You're welcome to take the podium. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am a resident of Bessemer City and a retired educator who still cares about our children. But most of all, I am a nana to 4 grandchildren. Those in education see the harmful effects of vaping in our students. Well researched by credible institutions, especially considering the unregulated chemicals that are found in vaping products, these effects include not just physical harm, but also metabolic, cognitive, and emotional impact, which can last for years, including a lifetime of nicotine addiction. Currently, 1 out of every 10 teens in North Carolina is vaping. That's an alarming statistic. North Carolina ranks 6th in the nation for teens using e-cigarettes. Our teachers and administrators are witnessing this even in middle schools. Vaping is attractive because many falsely believe that it is safer than smoking, and the flavors add additional allure. Many of our students have not attained the maturity and reasoning to make wise decisions, so we must protect them. Gaston County's own representative, Donnie Loftus, as the primary sponsor, along with 29 other representatives, are advocating that the state establish the minimum age to purchase vaping and other nicotine products to 21, the same age minimum as for tobacco and alcohol products. This is contained in House Bill 430 and the companion Bill 318 in the Senate. It seems an obvious decision to pass these bills, yet the House bill is stalled in the Rules Committee, possibly due to a conflict of interest with at least one legislator owning a company which produces vaping products. Our legislators need to hear from the people and receive nudges to get these bills passed. I ask that you pass a resolution in support of these bills and send a copy of that resolution to our regional legislators and the chair of the Rules Committee, which I have shared with the clerk. I have provided a sample resolution for your consideration. Will this bill end vaping? No. But it will send a strong message to students, parents, and those owning stores and otherwise delivering such products. This is a crisis among our young people. Let your concern as those dealing with these issues on vaping be heard. Thank you.
Thank you, and that's all we have signed up tonight. The board does appreciate hearing from the citizens on topics that are concerning them and concerning our students. Next on our agenda is the approval and correction of minutes. Those are from the June 16th and July 21st meetings. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes? Ms. Smith, Mr. Stevens in the second. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you. Next on our agenda is a report from our committees. Our first report is from our Operations Committee, and I think Ms. Cherry is going to read that.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Operations Committee met on Monday, August 4th, here in the boardroom at 8:30. The committee members in attendance were Chairman Brent Moore, myself, Lee Dedman, and Todd Kinlaw. Other attendees were Josh Chris, Dr. Hushard, Sonia McGraw, Gary Hoskins, Tanya Kale, Beth Super, Rebecca Powers, Bessie Harvey, Todd Hagans, Curtis Poplin, Tom Nancetti, and Cindy Beck. Chairman Moore called the meeting to order at 8:33 and welcomed everyone. Motion was to adopt the minutes was made by Lee Dedman and second by myself, and motion carried. Safer Schools video state mandate was presented by Dr. Rebecca Powers, and gave us information about the state mandated video program pursuant of General Statute 115C-12, 124.7. She shared with us a presentation regarding to be used in the schools to comply with this mandate, and parental information about the video that was distributed at the school level along with the beginning of the year material. Parents were able to choose to opt in or opt out for their child. Financial update was given by Gary Hoskins, and he presented information on insurance renewals and update of the budget. Curtis Poplin presented an update, who was our technology support supervisor, presented an update on summer projects, which included Infinite Campus, Windows 11, the new Greer Middle School, WAN upgrades, student Chromebook updates, and digital learning plan. Beth Suber gave us an update on staffing and current vacancies. Bessie Harvey presented the most recent Greer School update. She shared that info for the grand opening celebration and ribbon cutting, which took place this past Thursday, August the 7th. Two Thursdays ago, excuse me. Assistant Superintendent of Operations, again, Bessie Harvey, presented the following updates on summer projects such as LED conversion uplifts, freezer cooler replacements, bottle fillers, kitchen piping and drain replacements, boiler replacements, school nutrition, dock curtain replacement, chiller replacements, cooling tower replacements, Ida Rankin drainer reconfigurations, fencing, and in-house projects. She also presented the construction manager at risk, or CM at risk method that will be used at the Belmont Central Edition to work alongside with architects and engineers to help oversee this project and potentially larger projects in the future. Ms. Harvey presented the following contracts that will be upcoming. Interior painting at 6 schools: Pinewood Elementary, Springfield Elementary, Costner Elementary, W.A. Best Elementary, Carr Elementary, and Southwest Middle School. Roof repairs, HVAC parts, pest control, flower bed mulch, school nutrition greenhouse canopy, and a walkway at Holbrook Middle were presented as well. These items will be presented to the full board tonight in our regular meeting. Capacity and utilization update. Tom Nanzetti, our Chief of Staff, presented the information on the Gaston County School Demographic Study and Utilization Report. The data gathered from the Cropper Geographic Informational Systems, or GIS, could forecast the district population change, school level forecast, and enrollment forecast. He noted that Cropper GIS Consulting could be an option to help Gaston County schools plan for the future. Sonia McGraw presented the proposed board policy updates as per changes from state law or State Board of Education policies. These policies will be placed on the website for review. Other business that was discussed, Chairman Crisp asked that the district be consistent in the bag policy at athletic events. Superintendent Huchard advised that he would communicate this expectation. The next Operations Committee meeting is scheduled for September 8th at 8:30 here in the boardroom. After that, after business was conducted, the motion to adjourn was made by myself and seconded by Mr. Dedman. And that's that long report.
Thank you for that report, and we will move on to the report from Curriculum and Instruction Committee, and Ms. Smith's going to read that report.
All right.
No better than I do.
I don't know. We'll see. The Curriculum and Instruction Committee met on Monday, August 4th, 2025 at 11:30 a.m. in the Central Office Boardroom. The committee is comprised of Chairman Jeff Ramsey, Robbie Lovelace, myself, and A.M. Stevens III. We had a full agenda covering important updates in preparation for the 2025-2026 school year. Human Resources update. Beth Suber provided a staffing update. At the time of the meeting, there were 49 teacher vacancies across the district. We are pleased to report that 12 elementary schools, 4 middle schools, and 5 high schools are currently fully staffed. Additionally, 10 teacher assistant positions and 26 bus driver positions remain open. Facilities update. Bessie Harvey gave an overview of several summer projects. These included work at Greer Middle School, LED conversion upfits, freezer and cooler replacements, bottle fillers, kitchen piping and drain work, boiler replacements, school nutrition, dock curtain replacements, chiller and cooling tower upgrades, draining work at Ida Rankin, fencing installations, and various in-house projects. Bessie Harvey also introduced the construction manager at risk, or CM at risk, method that will be used for the Belmont Central addition. This approach allows the construction manager to work alongside the architect and engineer and could be used in future large-scale projects. Safer School Video Program. Dr. Rebecca Powers presented information about the state-mandated Safer School Video Program. She explained the process for implementation at the school level, noting that parents will receive information with beginning-of-year materials and will have the option to opt their student in by completing the form and returning it to the school. Students will not be shown the video without parental consent. Capacity and utilization update. Tom Ninsetti presented information on the Gaston County Schools Demographic Study and Utilization Report. This study, prepared by Cropper Geographic Information Systems, projects district population changes, school level, and enrollment forecast. Cropper GIS may also be a valuable partner in long-range planning. This item is on the consent agenda for approval. District Literacy Intervention Plan. Tyler West presented the 2025-2026 District Literacy Intervention Plan as required by Senate Bill 387. The plan outlines strategies to support reading proficiency for our students. This item appears on the consent agenda and is recommended for approval. Academic Services SMART Goals and Updates. The board reviewed and commented on draft SMART goals developed by the Academic Services team. Tyler West also provided an overview of the Academic Services team opening of schools support plan, executive directors, caseloads for 2025-2026, feedback from the recent leadership conference, new teacher feedback from the TIP sessions, and the Teaching and Learning Conference agenda. Board policy updates. Sonia McGraw presented policy updates in accordance with recent changes in state law and State Board of Education policy. These proposed updates are posted on the Gaston County Schools website for public review and appear on the consent agenda. The next curriculum and instruction meeting will be held on Monday, September 8th at 11:30 a.m.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. Just for the record, the policies were pulled from the consent agenda, so
Okay.
that's not on our current agenda.
I was wondering about that.
Thank you, both committees, for those reports. Our committees typically meet on the third Monday of every month. Thank you for what you do for our students, staff, and our parents. We know that school has started, and we've done a lot of work over the summer, but we also have some additional projects going up. So next on the agenda is an update from Ms. Harvey on our projects. Ms. Harvey?
Members of the board, I am, of course, excited to be able to share and highlight again some of the work that we've done through the summer. Operations, our work is never done, but we really focused this summer on school facility enhancements, which includes painting, deep cleaner, some minor repairs, and some lighting upfits. Some environmental health and safety around freezer cooler replacement projects, our chillers and our boilers, our piping and drainage repair, our bottle fillers, as well as some fencings. But before I go into this presentation, I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to the board for your support and all the work that we do together collectively as a district Dr. Huchard, for your leadership, and also members of our senior leadership team, because without our collective efforts, this work could not move forward. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank my teammates in the room, because they have a hand in this as well. So just a few things around painting and kind of refreshing the buildings. If some of you have gone out and visited the schools, you know, the first 3 days of school, you'll see firsthand some of the painting work we've done, some cleaning, just to make the buildings inviting, refresh, so our kids could have a space that they could be happy about. Some pressure washing around our exterior campuses. Our LED conversion upfit, so we just highlighted a few, how these lighting projects really uplift and give the building character, so we're excited about those. Our freezer cooler replacement projects, they've been a joy for the schools. A lot of them are excited to have these new freezer cooler replacements in their facilities. Chiller replacements, you know, it's that time of the year, so we want to make sure our buildings have adequate air and heat. So we really focused on, again, trying to hone in on a lot of the health and safety things that really affect how our students learn each and every day. School nutrition, of course, that's our central area where we want to make sure they are taken care of so that they can take care of our students. Some kitchen piping and draining replacement. So all these things aren't necessarily the shiny things that you would drive by and see, but these are the things that are critical to make sure our buildings are operating, you know, efficiently and to the manner that they should. And so this year we focused on bottle fillers. So as an initiative here in facilities, we have decided to really try to go in and upfit our drinking fountains with the new bottle fillers. So right now we've done 3 schools completely. So our next few schools are on the horizon, and the goal is to do them all by the end of the school year, as many as possible. So around safety, so safety is always our #1 priority. And where we can, we've been adding fencing to help keep our children safe. So we're excited that the campuses now look and feel secure. And just to take a moment to highlight, and I did this earlier, some of the work that our in-house staff do, and I would put them against many other districts. Where we can, we try to save money by allowing the in-house staff to do some of the work. Of course, this summer has been very busy, so we've had to partner with some contractors. But again, where we can, we really try to utilize our staff, because as you can see, they are extremely talented, and they also care about the students and the staff of our district. And then we have Greer. We finally got here. So many of you were at the ribbon cutting ceremony, and thank you for that. And I do like to take a moment to say thank you to our Director of Facilities, Gary Carter, his staff, the project managers, the supervisors, all of the teams that do this work every day. They allow me to sleep at night, so I'm excited about that. And to Paul Nault, who kind of led the efforts around our Greer Middle School. It's an amazing building. And if you've been in there, I invite you to come while the students are there and the staff are there. There's a new energy in the building, and Dr. Mellon is going to do a great job, so we're excited about that. And that's all for my back to school presentation. And now we move forward to our easement. And this easement is located adjacent to our Forest Heights building. So if you're familiar, there's that grassy area, and adjacent to there is a kind of a road that no one's used in probably 10 years. So we work with the city of Gastonia and Two Rivers. So they're going to tie in to that sewer. So this is just an easement to allow the city and Two Rivers to tie in to that space that we're no longer really using. It's I don't know when the last time someone's been down that path.
So we'll need a motion and a second to allow Two Rivers to access that property for a sewer easement. And Ms. Harvey, correct me as I'm incorrect, but generally speaking, day-to-day operation, we have full access to that property. It's
Yes.
just putting a pipe in the ground, correct?
Yes, and they'll manage it if there's a problem, but we haven't used that in forever.
Okay.
So-
We need a motion to accept that easement.
Second.
Mr. Stevens, second, Ms. Cherry. Any discussion on the easement? Hearing none, all in favor?
Okay.
Any opposed? All right, that motion's unanimous. Sounds good.
Okay.
Are you going back to the surplus report?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So just as we do every year, we report out our annual surplus. And this year, or 24-25, we collected $3,885.29, and that was just outdated and antiquated equipment and vehicles that were no longer being used. So that money is collected and goes back into the general fund.
Any questions on the surplus? All right. Ms. Harvey, and we would be remiss as a board to not thank you for all the work that you do and your team does. The folks on the ground, the folks in the vans, the folks on the roofs, these last couple of days working on spotty air conditioner issues or in the boiler rooms and at 10 o'clock at night. Ms. Harvey put me on the spot the other day, very friendly, and made me speak when I wasn't prepared, but I'm gonna kind of pick on her a little bit now. She does a tremendous job, and her team, and she leads a tremendous team, but she leads from the front. Ms. Harvey, what were you doing the other night about 10:30 before school started?
I was waxing floors.
Leadership in action, folks. Thank you.
I have a question.
Sir.
This is an unrelated matter. It just came to my attention over the weekend that there's, and you may be aware of this, I'm not sure, but I at least want to address it while we're here. South Point High School, some issue with concrete. Are you aware with the new
Yes.
addition they just did?
Yes.
Okay,
We are aware, and we are working with that vendor to remedy that.
okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Harvey.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Next on our agenda is our classroom moment. Classroom moment gives the board an opportunity to see examples of good things happening in our district every day. This classroom moment will be led by Superintendent Huchard.
Thank you, Chairman Chris. I asked Ms. Gales if I could do the classroom moment today, given that we are back to school in first week. So first, I'd like to thank the Board of Education for their support as we prepared for back to school. And I'd like to commend our teachers, our staff members, school and district administrators, facility staff, school nutrition, bus drivers, everyone. All of our employees did an excellent job and work that contributed to a successful start to the new school year. And without question, one of our back-to-school highlights for Gaston County Schools was a ribbon-cutting ceremony and the school, Greer, to celebrate the grand opening of that new building. We had more than 300 people attend the program, and it was really a wonderful day to celebrate the new Greer Middle School and all that is happening there. Work will begin soon on the athletic fields for Phase 2 of the project, and at this time next year, the entire campus should be complete. We cannot wait to see it. And again, to echo what Mr. Cripps said, Bessie, you and the crew, I know you work behind the scenes. I did that job for a few years. You did the heavy lifting, and I appreciate you and the team making that school what it is and that day so successful. So thank you for that. Leading up to the start of school, our teachers and school personnel spent time involved in professional development programs such as Teaching and Learning Conference, our TIPS program for new teachers, orientations, and our international teachers and staff and other meetings to prepare for this new year. We appreciate everyone giving their time, energy, and effort to make the professional development programs productive and meaningful. We had a very successful media preview day to give reporters an opportunity to prepare their back-to-school coverage. We also had a great coverage on the first day of school. We were able to meet many TV stations bright and early at Sherwood Elementary School. We got a lot of attention on our morning newscasts. We appreciate that the attention reporters brought to Gaston County Schools, and I can honestly say I feel it's some of the best coverage we've had in a while. Exciting day, our first day. I began my first day at Sherwood Elementary School, which is one of our 10 innovation schools that we're introducing this year. Our innovation schools are concentrating on doing what is necessary to achieve higher student performance, and the work being done is intentional and purposeful to support students in academics and to ensure they achieve at higher levels. In addition to Sherwood, our innovation schools are at Bessemer City Central, H.H. Beam, Lingerfelt, Pleasant Ridge, Woodhill, Greer, Southwest, Hunter Huss, and Ashbrook. We are excited about all the work that is being done this year at our innovation schools, and in the end, we'll have a replicable model that we'll expand to all other schools very soon. Appreciate the work that was done over the summer to fill vacancies and to hire employees. All of the work resulted in us having the lowest number of teacher vacancies in at least the last 3 years beginning school. We had about 40 teacher vacancies, and to give perspective, last year we had 73, and the year before, 115. We continue to feel the effects of bus driver shortage. We have about 20 driver vacancies to date. I would like to thank our schools for working to make bus routes as efficient and effective as possible to help cover for those absences. We are asking our students and parents for patience and understanding in the first few weeks of school as we adjust the routes and schedules based on ridership. And above all else, of course, we want our students to get to and from school every day safely. In that vein, we want to remind drivers to use caution when they see school buses on the road. We also want drivers to slow down in school zones and be mindful of traffic near schools, school zones in the morning and early afternoon. Again, I'd like to thank everyone in our school family for giving us a great start to what I know will be a great school year. As I visited schools last week, I felt a sense of energy and excitement about the new year, and I know that we will keep that energy and excitement going all the way till the last day of school, which is May 20th. Mr. Chairman, that completes our back-to-school update.
Thank you. We always appreciate hearing good news about our schools starting. We want to always thank our teachers, staff, employees, parents for making sure we had a great kickoff to our school for the first 3 days. To your point about bus drivers, and I always like to talk about when people are dedicated to our system. I know for a fact that we had high school principals who got on a bus and drove elementary school routes to make sure that kids got to school first day of school and then were there for the opening of their school on time. So that our folks are dedicated to us, and we owe them a debt of gratitude. So thank you for all of that. We are going to back up a minute and catch up on our good news. Our folks from Ashbrook have been able to join us, and we are so glad you made it. Todd, I'm going to turn the floor back over to you.
Running those plays, working hard, preparing for football season. So we're glad you're with us. Why don't you come up front, and I'm going to share some nice words about you as we introduce Caleb Gordon from Ashbrook High School. He is one of the 2 players that we have here in Gaston County Schools as one of the WSOC TV Big 22 players to watch. And as I mentioned, yes. And as I mentioned earlier, this recognition program by Channel 9 is designed to recognize the top high school football players in the Charlotte area from both North and South Carolina. And Caleb, we read a little bit about you earlier, and I'm going to read it again because you have already made a commitment to playing for the University of Arkansas, the Razorbacks. And Caleb leads the Green Wave on the defense, and over 3 years he has recorded more than 100 solo tackles and more than 300 total tackles. He has also 7 sacks, 18 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, and 3 fumble recoveries. And we like to believe that all that he did for the defense for Ashbrook helped the school achieve its best season last year in 20 years, reaching the 3rd round of the playoffs. And Earlier, we had the student from South Point here, Patrick Blee, who is also being recognized by Channel 9. And we are expecting, Caleb, that Ashbrook and South Point will give us a lot of great competition on that football field again this year, and we're already looking forward to it. So I believe Mr. Kinlaw will now recognize our Big 22 player to watch from Ashbrook.
Caleb, congratulations. On behalf of the Gaston County Schools and the Gaston County School Board, I was going to tell you how proud we are of you. We're expecting big things out of you guys again this year. As I was talking to Mr. Blee, I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, gosh, we got two guys from the same county, the same conference. Are we able to vote for those guys at the same time? And so it was confirmed that we could vote for both you and Mr. Blee to get you into that final so that one of you two guys can win for us. I think that speaks well for Gaston County, speaks well for you and for Ashbrook and for South Point and Mr. Blee. We're proud of you. We look forward to bigger things than last year from Ashbrook. Hopefully you guys can move on to that state title opportunity that you get. The same goes for South Point Red Raiders. It's always a good time. You guys put on a great display last year in 2 games against the Red Raiders, so maybe you and Mr. Blee can face off, and we'll get to see some more good football this year in Gaston County. But I'm also excited to see you sign with the Razorbacks in Arkansas, man. That's a big-time deal going into the SEC. We're looking forward to hearing your name on Saturdays here coming up real soon. And in the meantime, congratulations and good luck, and we wish you all the best. Thank you.
We'll get your family members to join us for a picture. Come on up and join us for a picture.
Yeah, Patrick came from practice too. He was rushing here too, so.
Thank you.
I'll get my mic, I'll get one more.
Okay,
next time.
sure.
There you go.
Thank you.
And one more. Thank you.
We're going to ask you guys if you would. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you must be so proud.
Hey, Caleb, your sister said she was a better athlete than you. I had to call her out. All right, next on our agenda is our official depository designation. Mr. Hoskins is going to take the podium for that.
Good afternoon, Chairman Crisp, Vice Chair Cherry, members of the board, Superintendent Huchard. I have 2 items, action items for the board. Both are required by state law. The first is to approve the official depositories of our schools. You should have that attached to your board agenda item. We currently have 8 official depositories. That's Bank OZK, Truist Bank, First Horizon, Fidelity Bank, NC Capital Management, PNC Bank, South State Bank, and the State Treasurer Investment. There's no change in these list of depositories from last year. So we ask that this board reapprove that.
Motion for Mr. Kinlaw, second from Mr. Stevens. Any discussion on our depositories? All in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you, Mr. Hoskins. And I think you have the next one too for school treasurers.
Yes, sir. So also required by state law is for this board to approve each treasurer at each of our 56 schools. Again, you should have that list attached to your board agenda item. 55 of the 56 schools have that position filled, and 1 school, Gaston Virtual Academy, has a vacancy. Last year, this time, we had one vacancy as well. It was a different school.
What
We
do
ha-
what do we do in the mean, who handles, the vacancy?
We
Yeah.
assist
Okay.
when we can. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
So we ask that the board approve our list of treasurers.
Make a motion. to
Ms.
approve.
Cherry made the motion, Mr. Moore on the second. Any discussion on the school treasurers? Hearing none, all in favor? Any opposed? That's unanimous.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Ms. Rossels. Next item on the agenda is our consent agenda. Do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda? Ms. Cherry, Ms. Smith on the second. Any discussion on the consent agenda? Hearing none, all in favor? That's unanimous. Next on our agenda is the superintendent's comments. Dr. Huchard.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Board members, once again, I just have a few items I'd like to share with you. Again, I want to thank everyone in the Gaston County Schools family for doing their part to give us a great start to this school new year. I was impressed with the opening of schools, and I appreciate everyone's work. As I say oftentimes, it just doesn't happen. It takes work and hard work. As you know, the first few days of school can be a bit hectic. So we ask everyone for patience and understanding as we work through such things as bus routes, enrollments, and class assignments. It's really a great feeling to be back in school with focus on high-quality teaching and learning. The Gaston Business Association is hosting one of its business after-hours events. We're excited. Evening this Thursday, August 21st, from 4 to 6 p.m. at our Career Exploration Center at Forest Heights. The board is invited to attend, and we are glad to have the Gaston Business Association members joining us to learn about our career and technical education programs. Our student athletes have been working hard early in the summer to prepare for their competitive events, which begin sooner than later. It was mentioned earlier that the high school football season gets underway this Friday night, and we encourage everyone to be a part of our athletics and Friday night football games. It is a great community experience, and we hope you will come support our players, coaches, cheerleaders, dance teams, marching bands, as well as all of our athletic teams. I think weather permitting, we're planning to have one of our Facebook pep rallies, which will be started at Stuart W. Kramer for the year, and it will be on Facebook Live. If any board members want to join for the pep rally, let us know. We'd love to have you. I know Mr. Hagens will put you a microphone with you and be a part of the festivities. So it should be a lot of fun as we kick off the 2025 high school athletic season. And because I do not believe he will mention himself, I do want to acknowledge birthdays, and we want to wish happy birthday to Josh Crisp. It is his birthday this month, so happy birthday, Mr. Crisp. Mr. Chairman, birthday boy, that's what I have for my comments.
Well, thank you, Dr. Huchard, and you were correct. I was going to leave that just completely off the mention of the agenda. So as we close tonight, we do want to continue to thank our board for the work that they do for our system. Again, thank you to our teachers, bus drivers, staff members, assistant teachers, parent volunteers, everybody that has helped us make the first now 4 days of school a success, and we certainly appreciate that. We do have a need for a closed session. Our next regular board meeting will be held September 15th, 2025. Ms. Chair, motion for this.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we go under, in the closed session under North Carolina General Statute 143-318, 11A, 3, and A6 for a consultation with attorney and personnel.
Have a second. Ms. Smith, any discussion on the closed session? All in favor? We are in closed session. Dr. Huchard?
Thank you, Chairman Crisp. Board members, I'd like to recommend for a 2-year assistant principal contract, Nicole Cariniti.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept that contract.
Mr. Stevens, second by Ms. Smith. Any discussion?
Did you say assistant principal, 2-year assistant?
Assistant principal, yes. 2-year assistant principal contract.
Restate the motion from Mr. Stevens, second from Ms. Smith. Any discussion? All in favor? That's unanimous.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yep. And Ms. Nicole will be assigned to Bessemer City High School as assistant principal.
Thank you, Dr. Huchard. So having no more business to come before the board, we'll look for motion to adjourn. Ms. Lovelace, second by Ms. Cherry. All in favor? Good night.